Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Josh Berry's Ford Motorcraft Primary for 2025. As always, take a look at the box. Once again, you have the nice Wood Brothers 75th anniversary box. Got the logo on the front with the stripes. Josh Berry, got to render the car right there. Wood Brothers 75 years, standard finish. Wood Brothers 21, 75. Made total 552 of these things. Standard finish, Wood Brothers 75th anniversary, Wood Brothers 75 years. Register your car at Lionel Garage, and you, of course, have your copyright and such on the bottom of the box. Here is the car itself. A nice improvement to the primary paint scheme. The added red stripe with the blue stripe around the bottom is like a border, looks really nice. It was a very nice addition to this paint scheme. It worked out because he immediately wanted this paint scheme at Las Vegas early in the season, immediately making Harrison Burton look not that great, but it's definitely cool to get Wood Brothers yet another win already. That will be a popular race when Diecast whenever that releases. Should be pretty soon. We just got, we're getting some of the early year paint scheme, or the race twins now. We got some of Bell's, we got Byron's Daytona win, we got some of the Xfinity Arca truck, whatever, so shouldn't be too much longer. Like I said, I do like when they add little tweaks and changes to this kind of iconic, historic Wood Brothers paint scheme. It is nice they still do kind of refresh it when keeping the same base paint scheme design and always being, that very iconic and memorable Wood Brothers paint scheme, but yet still adding little touches to it here and there. Like I said, I think this is the best one it's looked so far on the modern cars, just because I really do like how that border looks around the bottom. It does have the beautiful gold chrome number again, which has become a staple. I mean, it was on the cars back in the day, and then, NASCAR banned chrome numbers for a long time, and then with the next gen, they allowed them back, so boom. Wood Brothers immediately jumped on that, and it's a cool thing they did, because this looks beautiful on every car. So Josh Berry's season was definitely very weird. He won that race early on, and it's oh, this is going to be something special, and then he just, he would have occasional races where he'd be fast, but then something would always go wrong. He, spun out of the lead at Texas. He had, battery issues. I think it was Martinsville. Darlington, he wrecked after being up front all day. Then he just had some bad luck. But especially the playoffs. He got in the playoffs and then finished last in all three first-round playoff races. It was never even really his fault either. He got wrecked on, well, I guess the first one was a little bit of his fault. He lost it on, turn one, lap one at Darlington. Then he got wrecked at Gateway. And then Bristol, I think he had, his car caught on fire or something from, the brake duct work or something. But I don't know. Have to see what he can do next year. Anyways, on the hood, you got Ford Motorcraft. Got Ford Mustang number 21 and Wood Brothers Racing. Down the side, you got Ford Motorcraft. You got Quicklane Tire and Auto Center. You got Dex Imaging and Aero. Got a little weird-looking chip right there. Got Ford Performance down on the side skirt, which is actually changing to Ford Racing, but not in the fun way. They went back to Ford Racing. They went back to using the oval. It was cool, we can get the oval there now. And then it didn't happen. It just says Ford Racing. Instead of the stack, it's just lined out in the same text. It's come on. They started with Josh Berry's car, and I don't know if the other cars have gotten it yet either, but they're getting it for next season. As well as every manufacturer next season is getting the rear window banner. Instead of, Berry right there, it's going to say Ford Racing or Toyota or Chevrolet or whatever. Ford's is bright blue, too, so it kind of clashes with a lot of paint schemes, but whatever. Anyways, on the C post, you have Lincoln Welders. On the B post, you have the American flag, Ford, Safety Clean, and Wood Brothers 75 years. Josh Berry's name on the name rail right there. On the back, you got Ford Motorcraft. You got Ford, number 21. It does have the double shark fin thing, but does have the smaller spoiler, which I guess is accurate to the 1.5 miles, I would think. I don't know. The double shark fin thing is getting very confusing because in some ways it looks like they're trying to be accurate, but then other ways it's not always accurate because again, I always go back to the Trackhouse Clash paint schemes that were both running the same race, but yet one of them has the double one and one of them doesn't. But it seems like neither of them should have. I don't know. Anyways, on the deck lid, you got FordParts.com, and on the roof, you have Ford Motorcraft. This is number 416. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual. Take a look under the hood. That one actually does open. Got Powered by Ford under there. There's the engine detail if you want to see that. Obviously, no deck lid. The roof flaps, of course, do open. And there's the inside of the car if you want to see that. There's not a whole lot to talk about with a car like this. Just like I said, the kind of iconic, historic Wood Brothers paint scheme by now. So this one is a little bit different, so it might be a little bit popular, but that he did win in this car already. Like I said in some of the throwback videos, like he's gotten a decent amount of diecast this season, which is nice to see. So only a couple of his paint schemes didn't get offered, or only a couple really DNP, like his Menards car and his, I think his Dex Imaging DNP, I don't remember. But like I think his PPG should be getting made. It's been up a while. Not that that only means anything with, you know, Lionel sometimes. Sometimes he'll just leave a car for 6 months and then DNP it anyways. But like his Menards was his other one that DNP'd. It was neat because it was a Menards car that was green and black. It looked like Paul Menard's Trans Am paint scheme instead of, you know, the typical highlighter yellow car. Looked kind of cool. Would have been a unique Menards diecast for the collection, but it fully DNP'd, so whatever. If you want this card as a brand new release, you can get it right now. It's kind of hard to judge if this card's going to get rare or not, because like the Wood Brothers cars go, you know, back and forth, but that was also Harrison Burton being unpopular, so who knows. This one might get a little bit of value to it, but once the win comes out, there's going to be way more people that go after the win than the clean one, so who knows. Remember, for every diecast needs, you can go to circlebdiecast.com, and if you use the code BWhack, you can get $5 off shipping on any order over $30. Just go through that if you want anything. But anyways, I think that's pretty much all there is to say. This has been a review of Josh Berry's Ford Motorcraft Primary for 2025. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.